Hello and welcome to another episode. This is just a little news update video. It covers my last day of my holiday and the return journey efficiency and stuff like that. It also covers some news on the new Kia app and also some news on the GPS Satnav problem I had on my way down to Wales the week before last. Anyway, last week, as you remember, I did an episode on the cCNC Satnav issue where the Kia GPS system lost its way on the M40 and was not responding to my position correctly. This morning I came across this BBC news story that says MOD weapons tests could scramble GPS. And the test is taking place at MOD's Llanridrod range in Powys, which is really close to the A40 road which I was travelling on. And it's not that far away from where I first got the issue. So although the MOD's announced they're testing this week, I strongly suspect they've been secretly testing before. So I think it's that. So I could be wrong, but I don't know. It could just be a coincidence, but I don't believe in this coincidence. But why did Google Maps come out with the right answer then? Well, it may have been using other GPS satellites. The Carling kit was between the centre console and so it's shielded from the signal a little bit, whereas the GPS antenna for the Kia system is on the shark fin antenna on the roof at the back, so that would have stronger signals and different signals. So it could simply be that the Carling kit has picked up other GPS satellites and is tuned into those and wasn't relying on the one that was being jammed or multiples that were being jammed for these tests. Anyway, so that's what I think caused that. Anyway, my journey back from Saundersfoot to Burntwood last Friday, 161 miles. I stopped halfway through at Llanridrod Wells for lunch. We started off with 85% state of charge, 304 miles. It was 18 degrees Celsius outside, so it's a bit marginal as to whether I'd need to preheat the car to get better efficiency, but I did it anyway. So this is how you turn on the preheat using the new Kia app. You have to select control, then EV, and then press the start battery conditioning button for 1 second. After the preconditioning, I had 83% state of charge remaining. So it didn't actually take that much to get above 20 degrees on the pack when it must have been close, but I didn't check anyway. I drove with a mixture of mainly smart cruise control and auto regen plus. The EV journey planner predicted we would have 36% battery remaining when we got back to Burntwood. Right, set up utility mode. Stroke down. Try again. And this is for the dog's fridge, which we've got to keep running. And the car can't be driven away in utility mode, so you can unlock the doors. Utility mode. And that's the fridge, which is plugged in just below the dog's bed there. The vents are blowing out that way, so there's somewhere for it to go. And compared to the EV6, there's a little bit less space in the back, but I mean, we get away with it. And there's some more plastic. Stopping at Llanridrod Wells, we had 61% remaining and 213 miles on the gum, or 342 kilometres. We managed 4.1 miles per kilowatt hour, or 6.59 kilometres per kilowatt hour to that point. So I think it's identical as to what we had coming down. We then put the utility mode on for the fridge. And when we arrived back in Burntwood, we'd achieved 4.4 miles per kilowatt hour, or 7.081 kilometres per kilowatt hour. We had 36% state of charge remaining, which is exactly what the Kia journey planner had predicted, so that is really good stuff. Actually, my efficiency was quite good as well. We did use climate control slightly for the last hour, as the outside temperature was now 24 degrees and it was getting quite hot. Up until that point, we'd relied on the sunroof and the windows and the chilled seats. The EV3 has been excellent and flawless for the whole journey. and kept our fridge operating properly for the whole journey. As for which method to use when entering utility mode, whilst I know the pull down method is quicker, it does not do all the things that the menu does. Also, I know you can dim the screen and turn off the entertainments from the pull down menu. It does not dim the interior ambient lights, and it does not dim the driver's cluster as much. So my preferred method is to still set a star button to the EV menu utility mode and just use that and put the dimming on for that. And I use the app to lock the car instead of using the pull down window method. I also have some other news. Kia has released another bug fix update for the new Kia app. This brings both Apple and Android versions option 1.0.5.767 or in brackets 0.121.5. The Android version is still randomly displaying miles, but now the odometer reading is appearing in kilometers. So it alternates. What I found is if I restart my Android phone the first time it starts, it gets the mileage right, it gets the miles part of it right and the odometer's wrong. Then after a while it reverts to all kilometers, as you can see in the images. The Apple version's still doing it correctly. Did anybody else spot any differences in this bug fix version? Because I certainly didn't. So if you did, let me know in the comments. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.